football is not a game you play with. I'm too ready. It goes with reading.
Okay.
You might be the best team, most prepared team, and get to the game and find out that when the team no work. Oh.
Let's tell you the argument is that last year we won the Wafcon, we did social media.
And we're online, yeah.
So
Come online.
many of these players are also now Gen Zs. And for some of them, I feel like that's our match day ritual. Let's pose, let's have fun, let's ease that tension, and let's play. Now, it might, from your own point of view, it might be a distraction to them. But from the players, I feel like, oh no, for us it's just match day ritual. When it's time to kick off, we win business, or when it's time for us to warm up actually, we mean business and are locked in.
But if you only come to me when a tournament is about to start, that's when you remember that, oh, they're there.
Yeah.
You think I keep doing it year in, year out. A time will come, you get tired. But I think that's what we're going to now, because we want them, the game, against Cameroon. That fighting spirit we'll see every time wasn't there.
Was the first
it's
time
like they
I've
are
seen
tired.
But that's why I said unity matters.
Right.
Yes, those in charge,
Of course, I
those in
agree.
charge have their own blame, and they take their own blame, and that's why I say we are not taking them to their own blame. The coach also has his own part to play, because you must have a first level, you must have that first level you believe in. In every game you can't be changing five players. Check me, 5-4-3, 5-4-3, changing players in every single game. Don't forget we have the issue of not having enough games to prepare. Now these players are trying to understand themselves. You change 4 players in this particular game, you change another 4 players, they're struggling to understand themselves. That is where the coach will take it.
Yeah.
The coach will take the blame for, because they have got chemistry.
Like, if the babe now they do the work, not bring them in. The commentary that started it, the storytelling was really not like last year. Last year we were having Amanda Dlamini, we were having Desire Paranuzi, they were pairing them. There was this beautiful commentator in French from the Cameroonian woman that was initially the one even telling us that we miss Cameroon here, Cameroon should be here. In fact, she was the one that was already giving us hints as to that Cameroon is a thing that you should carry. But they were bringing people like that didn't even bother. Word on the street was that some of them were even checking their Instagrams and this thing. That's why they would be like, the goalkeeper might come out. A player is coming. I'm like, since when? Welcome to you, people of God, people of sports. Normally we do one face to face, but today in a round table all the way from Rabat, Morocco. Can I get a what? So the thing what I like about today, and I say this is not the Cece and Chief Soul show, but we say we'll carry the matter enter inside where we stand down to the Wafcon as it dey hot. And I do men's and women's. Then when we say mounts, my name is Chief Soul. We're going on your energy, Chief. You know how the matter they be. And I deal with the lady when we break down the sports with a slice of sauce, see what they saw, what they play. Have fun.
Am I good?
What they worry you? They don't beat your guests like don't count.
It's actually nice to be here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 2 ladies, right?
You like being the sadness.
Yeah,
So when I know the face of this guy first, and I don't see him for Niger Tire.
Yeah.
This guy, Dr. Victor Ademola, man of the lecture, man of the world, man of the year. Okay, have fun and okay.
Fine, it's good to be here. Finally, the show is international.
Wow, that is true.
That should have been my line.
That should have been like international. Up Suru, if you know Femi Pereira, Lange, you go chop the matter. You don't worry everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, importer, exporter. Though I'm not a transporter.
Of course, from the kindly repost, you know, the nearly fine boy, but not football matters. Guy, they are bad. Let them know how the matter they be, bro.
Guys, I'm here with Chief Swore and Cece, Dr. Ademola TV, Femi Pereira, Lanje, kindly repost, and Mr. Come Online. We are here in Morocco, Rabat, to support the Super Falcons and, of course, do the journalism business as it's supposed to be. Over to you.
The guy they speak plenty grammar.
Grammar.
The man from Agbo, not be Agbo yourself.
We won't say say, what call am Asaba side.
Call your village.
Call am Ibuzo. I know they play
Two sheets.
You dey for Lapo.
Ibuzo no I follow them.
Okay,
Ibuzo. Asaba side, you know, like enter from Warri side.
Yes.
Come here normally. Reach out Waji definitely. That's me.
See, I love the fact that we gather together. Some of us first timers for inside Wafcon, some of us back to back. This one old timer. Cece, let's just get you onto the conversation. See, those of you who follow conversations from different places, we will put their handles so you will see how the matter they be. All of us are self-funded by the we notice that somebody will pay us. We use our blood and sweat. Bro, alhamdulillah.
Brown envelope journalist.
Baba, no, I'm not talking. I'm not the wipe anybody like
Bring
that.
the envelope. I will collect it.
I will collect it.
I'm not collecting it.
Wait. I just want to know, Cece, let me start with you. A big tournament so far. We don't break records for the record number of goals. Last year at 66, we said it in Nigeria that this might be broken, and it has been broken. We are climbing towards 100 now. What's the biggest thing you've enjoyed in the tournament, then out of the tournament so far?
Okay. What have I enjoyed so far? I think it's Malawi. Like, you know, I remember when we had a podcast with Demola right there in Lagos, and we were talking about the Final Four. And the teams were Nigeria, obviously. Morocco was in the mix. Zambia was in the mix. And what was the other? South Africa was in the mix. And then we talked about Malawi, but we're not too sure. They're making their debut. They've got the star players. We're not too sure if they will be tournament ready. And knowing that before this tournament, they actually pulled out. There was no money for them to even go through the qualification. So the president said they can pull out. But somehow they were able to put their football house in order. We'll talk about that much later. But the surprise package is actually Algeria for me. Yeah, I mean, the Algerians, you mentioned Algerians. I felt, okay, instead of Algeria, we can do a Malawi.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that South Africa and Nigeria will not even be in the mix. And right now, they will be going through the longer route of you going through playoffs, going through another one in December. There's another one in February. So you need to play as much as 3 games for you to get a ticket to the World Cup. So we were not too sure that the Super Falcons would win this title. We knew what was on ground. But we thought at least minimum, just get that ticket. But it just didn't happen. Okay. So the funniest part is having Algeria getting a ticket to the World Cup for the very, very first time.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. A lot of first timers. I love it. And Malawi. So that's your off pitch. What do you like from Morocco from that last time till now?
Off pitch. What? No. Okay, the dance camp that I saw at the Al Hassan Stadium. That's the only place where the Moroccans are playing. I think I love that. I got a feel of you watching the men's World Cup.
Like NBA vibes.
Or NBA vibes. You know, a lot of it, you know, when you're watching the NBA live, you know, you could dance, the dance cam everywhere, picking up those who are, you know, doing something in the field. I think that's the only introduction I love. But the fact that it was just only one stadium, I felt it could have been replicated around. Yeah. Yes, I understand that they don't have such technology all over their stadiums, but that's something I'm sure they're just testing for the FIFA World Cup. So if you're coming to the World Cup in 2030,
you see that's
so you're ready to actually enjoy.
You twerk.
Yeah, Morocco really. It's going to be fun. So that's off it. I think that's something I love about that.
Okay, Richard. You don't follow the women football from different angles, from juniors. I see for Djibouti, you sit down still over for a Kenyan bit too small. What do you like as you work come this time?
I think the fact that we're going for 11 title, even though we're not sure of the team, you know, looking at the preparation, because when we're in the Remo, then we complain about the fact that they had to play against Senegal. That was even that particular game. Yeah, you know, we have to like force and push for that friendly game. But
that's true.
Come to support the girls is something that, because beyond coming in as journalists, we are out to support these girls and everything. For me, the unique part of us coming out to support them as journalists, as football fans, and hoping that they could just get it for us. I think majority of us on this table, our target was one thing: get the direct World Cup tickets. Yeah. Because I'm not sure anybody on this table will say, "Oh, we're expecting them to win the tournament at 11th time." But get to the semi-finals and get that 4 tickets that are available for the African nations. So. It's a mixed feeling for us. It's always a great time to build Super Falcons, you know, a really great time, because it's something that most journalists like us shy away from. They don't want to cover Super Falcons for different reasons and everything, but we are out here celebrating them.
We outside!
Maybe we expected more.
Off the sports end, what do you enjoy most about Morocco?
I think, you guys don't know, where Adebola went to today?
Oh, the beach.
The beach.
The beach.
Okay.
The beach now.
You just snitch on the guy. If his students come find and say they go beach, no.
This way, not the entire
You know the entire water.
How I wish we could show our viewers.
No, we go show one. We go show the. See.
The backside of this particular, to see the nice
views
view and everything, and for me that is the part that beyond the whole football thing, we could just go out every
summertime,
chill, relax, see people from different parts of the world. And so beyond the Wafcon, there's a fun part of it.
There's a fun part of it. Opusuru.
Mm.
The man with the commentary, the man with the vibes. By the way, this set of people on this table have been very responsive. And those when we say set up a bag, by the way, more clap for laughers. Is there for somewhere? OAP!
Back end staffs.
Back end staff. Go clap for. Just say that.
After a very difficult yesterday, we had to rush to get to produce for us.
So I always say, Opusuru, you've been a guy of many parts. Man with mascom background, but man when we say he speaks like me, if he speak better English, but
but funny enough, it looks as if he can speak with him.
But the system that's Senegalese for him, and they go somewhere. Opusuru, give me your impression. This is your first international training on this level for the girls, and most people know you say that NPFL. What's the coolest thing for you when you don't see so far?
I mean, first off is the hospitality.
Yeah.
From Nigeria, all of us would expect, Morocco would this summer, they would this summer. But when we come here, things really change. Like for stadium, for the Waka, you see them, Dimo Maghrib, they're just very, very excited. And then there's a way they look at you like, oh, this Senegal? I don't be Senegal, I'm in Nigeria. Say, no, why me? That's why they shout to. They say, Nigeria. They say, Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria. And then we celebrate, and they are very, very cheerful. But for this tournament, the really, really surprising thing is just the different basketballs, the different shockers. The new people they don't want to grief for anybody. They don't want grief for anybody. See Malawi, first match they beat Nigeria. And right now, a lot of people don't even write them off. But see what they do now. They don't enter semi-final.
Mad. Okay, they don't enter semi-final. Nelly, you cry when we say, but I'm gonna talk about emotional man. Cece, you don't see man they cry before. See, this is the passion.
That table again, I feel beat you. That's the pitching. Okay, I've seen men actually cry. Yes, I've seen them cry. But when I saw Nelly cry, his name. I keep saying that he's the only guy apart from Nelly that is a musician, rap star. He's the only one that I know that is a guy that's Nelly. I have a friend that is a girl, Nelly. So when I saw him crying, I remember Nelly. I'm like, okay, I know that Nelly happens to be crybaby. Yeah.
Why do you call it crybaby?
So I mean, when he started crying, I perfectly understand.
Nice one,
This is the first time of you covering women's football, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about international. The Wafcon, yeah. Okay, I need to situate it now because you follow the teams everywhere. During qualifiers and all of it. But what was your experience being so far? I mean, was there a cultural shock? Because I know we were at AFCON, you would expect so much, thinking it's the same country hosting it. Between AFCON and Wafcon, there's not much time. Maybe let me just say 7 months in between. So, what do you have a cultural shock in the coverage, in the organization, and of course in the game itself?
So I go talk say the drop in energy. Actually, that be one of the shocker when I actually get for the team because you host men tournaments. The whole world don't say you host men tournaments. Even from the airports, you don't see the paparazzi. Even the consoles, the people in the airport they receive you. They don't say now you carry you come. Journalists, AFCON, Wafcon. But when we come see say they want host Wafcon, we never even know say they host Wafcon. It be like when they play the Super 6, I mean a Super 4 for Nigeria. If not the people in there online, all those journalists when they
come online.
You know that's why when they come online, we not gonna say that kind of thing they exist. Now waiting this Wafcon actually. So they give me the vibe of the women football not really too jack for Nigeria, for Africa, not just Nigeria. You get and now waiting they need to work on. See if they give energy to men, why not give the same energy to women football? So that's one of the shocking women I get because I know they say I be gender equality one on. So we have two genders to get for this life.
Yes.
They deserve equal relevance. Make I put them that way. I don't want throw jab, but most people take this one. You get if you see I'm still they active for the men. He go do press conference like 50 billion times before tournaments go happen. But when you reach this women, you just okay. See, we watched ball yesterday. You get the only first time we get crowd up to like 100 for stadium. was that yesterday game because the Cameroon turned up, Nigeria because na Casablanca. Imagine saying Nigeria they play Ghana for instance for Rabat or Marrakesh. You go to see like 12 persons. And inside the 12, 10 will be journalists. So you say they sweat some Kole Lapo take on tournament. So that thing, that part now, we need to observe that part. You get? I think that one now somebody say it shocked me. Actually, not even performances. All those normal say Malawi come, they deliver. We always get that kind of thing. Get ready for World Cup. Other African teams do for World Cup.
They even do
you understand? That one I'm normal. But more talk about the roots. Go. That part they need to take them serious so that people go there interested to World Cup. Imagine when UK they put billboard for games, say broadcast Wafcon. People are interested. People want to see, but not because people go come carry their TV or their camera, come broadcast for themselves. We have to just do better for.
I like that submission.
60 million impressions.
Just to add something to it.
Okay.
The least thing that CAF would have done was even brand the buses.
Yes.
That conveyed these ladies to the stadium.
The South African coach was complaining about
She complained about it during the press conference and the fact that we don't have branded buses. So you could see the national team of, for example, Malawi drive past you and you can. And we were at the AFCON in December, January. If the Super Eagles were coming to camp, we were waiting for them in their training stations.
Okada.
We have one ambulance. We have like 5 others, cars, security cars, like 2 other buses, well branded.
No, those women are women of war. They don't need security.
Finish your submission.
So if we cannot get the female, I suppose we're not even asking for much. Don't give us the long convoy of
the basic
7 cars, but at least just give us that branded. Just a branded bus would have gone a long way to actually represent the tournament.
Last year you had 60 million impressions.
Don't call me.
Right? I was thinking with that, how many have you gotten so far in the tournament? Are you close to that numbers?
Yes, it's more than that.
It's more than that.
Wow.
Okay, so that
Don't
so what it means for us is we are having the visibility, digital level, right? But we haven't seen much from CAF. From your experience, I mean, you were at the last one. Some of you were at, I don't know, you were at 2022. I know Justina was at 2022. Yes. Justina, you come and tell us what was in 2022 was different from 2024 and 2026. Now, at 2025 and now, what we saw last year and now, what's the difference? Would you make up before we talk about the football itself?
Yeah, one would have expected that. Now we have 16 teams. Last edition we had 12 teams. And with that increased number of teams, you expect that you see more fans, you see more branding, you see more awareness, and that they happen seriously. And that's a very bad thing from CAF because they could have considered and they could have given priorities to this because this is the World Cup qualifiers. Now, looking at the fact that they postponed the Wafcon a few weeks to the opening game, felt that they were not ready. So we had the news that South Africa were ready to step up, and if South Africa had stepped up, it means Morocco would have been eliminated from even taking a chance to qualify for the World Cup. And I think they didn't want that, so they had to host it. And they've gotten the World Cup tickets, they're happy. I think the next thing for them will be to get the Wafcon title. They've been chasing that. A lot of differences, to be honest. A lot of differences from the atmosphere of the stadium to even on the media part, on the LOC. I've gone to change my tab twice, and I have to change for the 3rd time because the quality of the print of the tabs is very bad. However, online, there's a lot of conversation among young people, young fans, wanting to see the Super Falcons. And that's why you see the impression rates increasing online. On TikTok, on Instagram, on Snap, younger people now are more interested in the Super Falcons. And remember, these girls also have fan base online. They have their followers, the Alozie of this world, the Ajibade, the Kante, the Abiodun Oshua. They have the numbers, so they can also pull visibility and they can also drag the numbers to the women's game. And because of that, I was expecting that CAF should invest better and ensure that we have that atmosphere for you to raise the level up. So that next edition in 2028, we also see something better. But it feels like there's a dip this time around, and coupled with the fact that the games are played by 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. and the buses are not branded, it feels like they are smuggling the team to play games in the stadium. Because they are smuggling teams to play games in the stadium, just played like the entire sport or secondary school competition. Nobody cares. Let's get the World Cup ticket and let's stop hosting for now. That's what it feels like. I must say that's what it is, but it feels like that from the outside point of view.
One thing I can say is when we speak on this, it means all of us are pouring it out because sometimes when we were sitting at home, because we didn't come in until the tournament started, and a lot of you sitting on the table, 4 of you were here from the very beginning. And truly, a lot of the things that I talk are true. I somehow feel like I would have enjoyed the game on some level if I was still back in Nigeria. This is one of the few tournaments that I feel like because you get more things going on. I'm in media, but you can't even see the replays on the TVs when you're in the stadium.
Yeah.
So you are a bit like you're there, but you're not there. Normally, like even the last Wafcon, you see replays. You can understand because since my partner commentary, so most times I like they won't see how they go. I see commentators that a lot of them are not even on the job. But since we came, I've noticed that they brought in Robert Knock, the guy that's very good with basketball. He has mad energy. He's very big on our matter. He's Nigeria coded. They started bringing. I think people started shouting online and they stopped ringing. Yeah, I'm a babe and I'm a feminist with my full chest. But guy, if the babe not they do the work, not bring. I mean, the commentary that started it, the storytelling was really not like last year. Last year we were having Amanda Dlamini, we were having Desire Okparanuzi, they were pairing them. There was this beautiful commentator in French from the Cameroonian woman that was initially the one even telling us that we miss Cameroon, Cameroon should be here. In fact, she was the one that was already giving us hints as to that Cameroon is a thing that you should carry. But they were bringing people like that didn't even bother. What on the street was that some of them were even checking their Instagrams and this thing. That's why they would be like, the goalkeeper might come out. A player is coming. I'm like, since when? Since when? Then the thing when they pay me,
just scored.
the thing when they pay me, the last time, and it's not because I just want to rant. The last time I was here for AFCON, I came for losers final and final. Baba, even in that time, full choke now. If I had not come for the Wafcon before, I would have thought that no need to buy food, don't buy garri, no bring my, oh boy, if you try am, not try am, or carry your food come, because for here to even see water, they'll then give you coffee before they'll give you option. See that AFCON. You will see mint tea, Morocco tea, this one tea, Chamala tea. Am I lying? We were packing food, put it in that. This one will give you one water, and the water is not packaged. And then you are very lost. You're always very lost. When I was coming in January, if you pass the train, you see people that walk close, like you were never lost. And when they see that you are coming for this event, it's not the same Morocco. It's supposed to be the land of hospitality, but you have a feeling like you don't really care. I was in a taxi and we were conversing. This part I will talk about because we need to be careful about how these things matter. And really, even the Moroccans, the ladies that I spoke with, some of their head of their journalists and whatnot, they had to take charge because even the Moroccans, the journalists like us, last year, everywhere, over 30 journalists, am I lying? Yeah. To find seats, you'll be fighting. But now, even Morocco will be doing a World Cup qualifying game and only 2 journalists came. Whereas Cameroon brought 12 people, government brought them. So we ourselves as journalists, I think we have our own part to play. I think if you don't take the charge, some of us, they borrow money, they come. But these stories are important that we tell it. Now, people won't take their own choice to come. Like the head of their journalist, she was like, the guys are not serious. I'm going to come myself. I'm going to cover it myself. I'm going to make sure that there's a story that comes out from our platform myself. And if she didn't show up, guess what? Nobody would have shown up. We're doing trainings with no ambulance. Do you notice that all our training, no ambulance?
Yeah, true.
Do you know how against the rule it is for CAF last year?
I think
there was there was yesterday the last one we went. Did you see ambulance?
Yeah, it came later. It was outside. It came
that later. Is that something that's normal?
RCA. Yeah, I think
the day we're going to this thing.
Yeah,
did you notice ambulance before? As they move together. When you go to training, you see a place that they package so that you can tell the story. We are going to have another meeting again. They say Musepe is doing media waka, and that media waka, I can put my money down. He will not talk about women. He will not even tell us where the women stuff will be.
You know, if it's going to be, I get your point really actually, because I feel that, I always say that women's football is like an afterthought. So after you finish all your discussion, I remember that, women are actually...
Let's give them 1 million for prize money.
Yeah, let's just increase their prize money and it's there. And there's something very dangerous about that. When you keep pumping money into something, you're not projecting what you're putting money into. No one is saying it. There is no consistency. You're just putting the money there. It's like a basket. I mean, it's going down because you're not getting profit. That's why they say women's football is not profitable. How do you make something profitable when people don't see it, when it's not consistent? Now, this is 2026. The next one is every 2 years, right? The next one is 2028. Who is hosting? We don't know. What date is it? We don't know. The date for AFCON just came out today, right? That's a Monday. And then we know that AFCON and World Cup now is clashing. We were thinking since the
Africa they must
We're thinking since
with a clash with World Cup for women.
we're thinking
28 is going to be a clash of
yeah.
Olympics.
We're thinking since East Africa is actually hosting, if East Africa, right, Uganda, Tanzania, and all, they're hosting together, they can actually host it January, February, like
they've done it before.
Yeah. But now it's going to clash with the Women's World Cup. So we have Morocco already qualified. We've got Algeria, then you've got Malawi making their debut, you've got Cameroon also, and of course there's a chance that 2 from Africa can still qualify, because you're looking at South Africa and Nigeria, and you also have Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. So 2 from the playoffs will go into intercontinental. So there's a possibility that yes, you can still have another extra country. So you're going to have maybe, or rather, let's say minimum 4 countries from Africa, and maximum you're going to have like 5. And now you're fixing Wafcon same time with the World Cup. And you understand that when the men are busy, because that's why this Wafcon is like this. When the men are busy, the focus is on them.
Yeah.
So no one is going to remember that these women are preparing for the World Cup. So that's going to happen in 2027. And now 2028, obviously. Now, if CAF understands what they want to do now, it's going to have a meeting. I mean, some of the questions it's going to pose to him is, when is the next Wafcon? Let's have a country. Let's have a date. If you don't have a country, throw the bid open. And then those who want to bid for the 2028 should also be ready to bid for Wafcon. And then they can use it as a dress rehearsals. We don't mind. But do not put it with the Olympics. Do not do that. So let it be played before the Olympics. So those countries that would be going to the Olympics can also use the Wafcon to prepare for the Olympics.
I beg, one thing when they must mean, I say, when every other organization is putting their calendar, they put their calendar on time. And then when it comes to Africa, we're always dancing to everybody's own. Why don't we have a set period for certain tournaments that we know that?
We used to.
Because that's what I grew up understanding.
At the end of the day, they are the one funding, like most of the funding is coming from FIFA.
Yeah.
So you have to play their games.
But you can't play game.
Let me fault you here. Okay. And put, for example, you put the AFCON, because FIFA's dates are there. Their dates for even 2030 World Cup.
Yes.
We can predict it. We can know from now. Maybe you might not know maybe the exact date, but you can.
No, the exact date is known.
It's known already. Yeah. So if you already know the exact date, why put in AFCON that you sit down maybe 6 months or 7 months before and not fix a date in between that window?
We knew the date of the World Cup like how many years ago when Brazil was about to go. So that's what I'm saying. So this is not a FIFA thing. This is not a European thing. This is also CAF. So each time we bring in FIFA, I'm like, people confederations submit their programs to FIFA. So FIFA fix it into their own program. So if they don't have your own program, they're going to fix theirs. So you're not be waiting for FIFA to like, okay, which day free?
Because we are not setting our own same drop. You know they do assignment, they drop them in time.
Sometimes I remember when I was listening to one of the expressors when he talked about the fact that the people don't want to host the Wafcon, that they host at a loss. Remember we had that conversation, and I'm like, if you
liar pants on fire.
No, if you're saying you host at a loss, right? If you throw it out on time, so you won't be begging any country to actually host. If you throw it out on time, okay, you know that 2028, okay, Nigeria is hosting. Now, while you're thinking about that 2028 Nigeria hosting, you're going to be talking about, as you're talking about Nigeria hosting, you already have plans for 2030 and 2032. So throw the 3 years out, 3 tournaments consecutively out, and have a date for it and send it to FIFA.
What did they do for
so
those meeting for
that consistency?
They always do meeting, general meeting, assembly meeting.
But let's also look at it from a critical point. Right? Is there any other space next year, for example, with AFCON? Is there another space we think that Kenya, Uganda can be able to host the AFCON?
The usual time.
December, January. If they could do it this year, why can't they do it?
There's a January, February that will be done before.
Okay. Now,
so you can
the arguments of their weather conditions.
Okay.
Not because what we are saying, the only way they can maybe postpone is now maybe Kenya are not done with their different stadia, and then they have to now postpone it to maybe
Baba.
Well, let's add to that. In the past, we've had the argument of European clubs fighting January, February AFCON because they get to lose the best players.
Yeah, true.
And maybe that's another argument. Why?
Yeah, that is the major argument.
Because you see this weather. Let me tell you this thing. Before they said weather, but when they wanted to shift it, they didn't think about weather. They shifted it twice for this same Morocco. And was it not weather? They said, oh, it's too hot. Oh, it's too cold. Did they not still flip it? They flipped it. That weather is a yanyapu something. Give everybody cold jacket, a bit heat up jacket. We were getting cold. People were getting pneumonia in first in December, and they said they didn't want to do any hosting in December because the weather was too extreme. Did we not still have a tournament? So my point is, man, nobody should be using weather to cover our eye. Now to the people that we call Super Falcons, the defending champions of Nigeria,
of the Africa,
of the Africa.
Shake the bell.
I think I need to get my whistle ready. I want Justina to share her experience briefly before we.
Justy baby,
Justina, come and tell me your experience. Come online. You need to see your face.
Okay.
Want to see your face?
Yeah, face. Yeah. Okay, this is Justina.
Justy baby.
Justina.
She just snapped Mbappe.
So you
she just snapped. See, she just snapped Ronaldo. She just snapped Messi. She just snapped Infantino and Donald.
You were the only female photographer from Nigeria that went to the World Cup, right?
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken. Wow.
She's the first female photographer to cover the Women's World Cup.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No female in Nigeria.
Razor.
Every person will say
Yeah. So this year I love what you've done. AFCON, World Cup, and Wafcon. You've been around everywhere.
For 6 months.
So let's,
Sugar
no more of that. So tell me your experience. I mean, you won't have a cultural shock because we are used to Wafcon win, so we just adjusted and we just keep it. These guys are, they were shocked when they came. They thought we're enjoying. These guys, they thought anytime we come to come, they actually thought we are enjoying. But now they've seen he's been crying. So what's your experience been like?
Yeah, okay, my first time Wafcon was in 2022.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that was when Morocco hosted started hosting. And for me it was one of my second international trip, and the glamour was massive. From the airport, I think then SIM card were free. You just get your SIM card and you go out, you get your data and every other thing. So everything was beautiful, the ambience. All team buses were branded. Yes, we were branded, and even moving around, I felt very, very honored. We are driving in the team bus and there are escorts following you, the feeding and everything, the environment was so different from what I'm seeing now. So I just feel now it's because of the World Cup they want to do. There are a lot of infrastructure going on around the city. Yeah. And I also think that what thing I think is that the Senegal versus Morocco match actually also affected this year World Cup and this year Wafcon. Last year was very, very good. It was impressive, and we get into the final. Mission X was accomplished, and now coming to this year 2026, I also think that CAF would have been sensible and would have seen the green lights or the red light or red flag that these people don't want to host because of what because you cannot keep pouring something into a foundation that you've already planted the foundation already, and it has gotten to the limit where it can't take any other thing again. They would have seen that these guys have done so well. Let's look out for another country. Let's pitch for another country. No matter how they do, at least give them the opportunity. Give them also let there be an awareness that these are the people that wants to host. Not that hosting a tournament dates were changing, and at the end of the day, journalists were struggling to get visa. Like me, I flew all the way from New York to Morocco. Wow. I know what my eyes, I know what I felt, I know what I saw. It got to a point I almost changed my ticket, $700, which is. It was so crazy for me. Bringing out visa on arrival very close to the day of tournaments was not good at all. I went to the FIFA World Cup. I noticed that most of the accommodation, their percentage reduced for journalists to be able to afford it. But coming to CAF, things are not always the way it's supposed to be. You will send them a mail. When I got the accreditation, I dropped a mail. I'm in the US currently covering the FIFA World Cup. To date, they've not responded to that mail. I had to go to the embassy in New York to apply for my visa for Morocco. I submitted all my documents, waited for like 10 days. The 11th day I went there, they asked me to go back to Nigeria and do my visa. It was so frustrating. It got to a point that mentally I was not even stable at all. And just few days to come, I started sending messages, calling, doing everything. Because I don't have that $700. If I have the $700, I have a lot of things to do with it. So I think, and I also urge CAF, they should do better. They should do better. They should do better. They should do better. If you want people to vote you in as the president, whatever, the GS or whatever, you need to do better. You need to do better. And when you are doing better, you make it spread. Let the West Africa, let them enjoy it. Let the South Africa, let them enjoy it. Let the North Africa, let them enjoy. Let the Central Africa, let them enjoy the benefit, because it's not easy. Some journalists are self-funded. I'm speaking.
Bro, I lose 3 million. Please, I lose 3 million for visa. Continue, just continue. My landlord, they cry for me.
I'm a freelance journalist, and I know how it feels. And when it comes to female football, it's not all brands that want to put in their money.
Yeah.
Because even we at home, we've not done our assignment well. And you want brands to come and put in their money. What is the value?
Yeah, that we get.
What value are they getting? So I also think CAF should have a team, in all their teams they need to work on. They need to check themselves and bring out people that yes, we can easily get access to some basic things. Look at our accreditation this year. It was so bad. So you cannot compare Wafcon to AFCON. If it was AFCON from the airport, it looks as if I tell somebody that I'm in Zanzibar, it's also pleasant. You understand? Because of the venues where they put this, we went to first. From first, we have to do a tour to
Marrakesh. Ifran also.
So now the female is just as if, let's just let them go and play. Like Ademola said, like inter sports. It's like principal score.
Yeah.
Like Super 6 in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Even Super 6 even
have
more than this. It's just, I feel it's only the host team that are enjoying the benefit of this Wafcon this year.
Yeah.
Sincerely. Because they are in a country where they have their fans will always turn up.
Yeah.
Nigerians, I don't know what's going on. So we at home, we also need to do a lot of work. We need to, how will I say, prioritize our girls.
Yeah.
We need to
No supporters club.
We need to make them know that they are also important.
Continue.
We need to let them know that they are also important. If you treat them bad, they are humans.
Yeah.
And you cannot give some set of people special treatment and you neglect them and you want them to do better. So people are coming for the girls talking, hey, keeper do this one, do that. They are also humans. The treatment they receive in national duties are different from what they receive in their individual clubs.
Yeah. I like this thing you said.
But that's my submission. So I won't let you talk. I'm going to go to, because you've been
I
talking
wanted
too
to
much
ask
now.
a question.
Yeah, okay, what are you
I'm
asking?
not telling me say they talk too much. Talk now my work. They pay me to talk. If I bite you, you will confess. So I was saying that from what you said, one thing I noticed, you don't let me lose my train of thought now.
You say you're asking a question.
I wanted to ask her a question.
You are going to ask the question, you're not saying anything.
So the thing I've been asked before now is the treatment they receive. What about the fact that, because we're training to the Super Falcons, right? And once I saw this tweet on online about how can you tell me that a Super Falcon is about to play the Wafcon and still takes a gig with a certain TV station and do business at the World Cup a week to the Wafcon? Do you think that because the girls feel that there's a bit of come see anything goes in our squad, in our administration, now they start taking these duties like, anything goes to, let me just be doing anything goes? Because even if you've not been able to come in, we should be seeing, if I have to see a video of you online a week before, exactly, I should be seeing training, I should be seeing like when Rambo won last fight, because it's supposed to be like last fight for the World Cup. You should be seeing your boy at the tier. Do you think it affected? Make her also they follow them where we're online.
Okay. For me, I go talk say it affect too. Because if you get tournament like in a week time, they go cover World Cup, they do selfie. While other teams don't they camp, don't they train back to back. See, this thing no be just this Super Falcons not be just for one person, not for two persons. Now the team. Fine, we don't say lack of preparation, quality preparation. No, we already did. So we they put more fire to the injury again by doing all those personal gigging they do outside the team.
Can I say something?
Okay.
For me, I don't think sometimes when you look at it this way, let's also look at it this way. Preparation, right? Opportunity preparation is very good at the same time. But you know that a lot of teams are also prepared. They also fell victim of this. If the Indian lady could not qualify automatic from their home zone or from the Europe or whatever,
Euro champions, by the way.
Euro champions, and these are the people that Ghana team went to play. You understand? Whether there's preparation, there's no preparation. It is not preparation that is going to play this match.
Okay.
It's an individual that will play this match.
Okay.
When there's preparation, no preparation, the players is just synergy. Because what gives the babish the strength to flow from one place to the other is the unity of the water.
Raise up.
It's the unity of the water. It's their unity among these girls. And bringing a new coach, Madugu is doing well. Yes, fine. It's the thing did not favor him this time around doesn't mean it's a failure. He did well last year, so we should also appreciate our local coaches too. It's not easy. A lot of pressure. Even when they have say, they may not really want to say it. So you understand? Esther Oboroko plays another pattern for our club. Iyeze plays another pattern for our club. This person plays another pattern for our club, and we are going for Wafcon. We don't have a lot of preparation. Last year that they won, was there enough preparation too?
Not really.
Let's also think about it. The patterns.
What you're saying is that we'll be saying the patterns all the while, but somehow they succeed. Don't you think when you're taking things for granted, it gets back to you? I was talking to some of the Malawian journalists, and he was telling me about how when they didn't have where they went to the first international tournament they went for was the Kosafa.
Yes.
So they got beaten black, blue, yellow by all the teams. So they banned the women from playing football in their country. They didn't even enter for last Wafcon qualifications. So because of that, because they were just Malawi started their women started playing football in Malawi 30 years ago.
Yes.
30 years ago.
Yes.
Super Falcons has already been to the World Cup, their first World Cup, right? 1991. So 30 years ago should be like 1992.
95 years ago.
95, yeah.
96, 97.
So that's the thing. So that's when Malawi just started playing football. And then when they were playing their usual, regional, their usual, precisely, Genjong football, more like it, with a former players who know how to play, owning clubs and everything until Tabitha Sisters came up and then they went for the Kosafa and then it didn't work out. Say you're not playing, we don't have money for you.
Yes.
And then what happened? A new FA president came in. When he came, he saw what Tabitha Sisters were doing between China, before Texas, before Kansas City, and of course PSG and all of it. He saw what they were doing, and then what did they do? They decided to have a women's league last year. Their women's national league started last year. How did it start? They have their national bank sponsoring their women's league.
Yes, sir.
And then how much do they pay them? They earn more than the men.
Yes.
They earn 2 million of their money. The men earn 500,000.
Wow. Yes, sir.
Now you see the difference. Now that is a country that is deliberate. That's what I'm trying. That's
rewarded effort.
But address your point. Now when you reward effort, when you show that you care, they will also care. Now these girls have been doing it like against all odds. I mean, when they won the title, we're whipping. Not that we're crying.
Cry yo. The one where you cry yo.
We were crying.
We're not where we are together.
Because the comeback was
massive. Say it again.
They left everything on the field of play, and they were thinking, okay, you promised me everything. Yeah, the MON and everything was, and the house, whatever the deeds were given to them when Wafcon was about to start. But the $100,000, I'm sure it's still tracking. It's not right.
Well, do you think that was a good one? That was a good one.
That's the point.
Must we wait for?
Thank you. That's the point I'm coming. So when you talk about promotions, and when you guys talk about players who are taking gigs, I will take the gig. I work at Channels Television. If you don't pay me well, you cannot tell me what to do and not what to do. That's the thing. But by the time I am someone that there are things I will not do because I know that yes, I work in an organization who is very serious, who provides what I need, who give me everything I need. I wouldn't look for something elsewhere. I would die to not literally do everything I can to ensure that trust they put in me, I make it successful and I give my best to my organization. That is what I will do. But if you only come to me when a tournament is about to start, that's when you remember that, they're there.
Yeah.
You think I keep doing it year in, year out. A time will come, you get tired. But I think that's what we're going to now because we want them, the game against Cameroon. That fighting spirit we'll see every time wasn't there. It's like they are tired.
But that's why I said unity matters.
Is it
Let me drop it.
So what I feel you say, what we lack for the Nigerian football, that's the right incentive. As you take talk for Malawi, the reason they are paying the women more than the men is because they want the incentives to be okay. The reason why all players they run go Euro is because they know that the incentive is that incentive.
Clear for that side.
Now him and now waiting we not get for Nigeria. Sunday Oluse no go kill himself for Super Eagles because he know say if he get injury that might be the end of his career. But you know say if he go club, and that's why I see some Nigerian players, especially the male, they fit no perform for Nations Cup, they fit no perform for qualifier, but they go to their club, bam, 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 they don score 3 goals, Boniface go do celebration. Because he know say the incentive is okay. So I feel and that problem is coming not from the coach, not from the player, not from the first set of it's from the oga at the top.
This incentive you talk, let me drive it like this. It's natural when you say that for the men's football. But you see, the incentive for women's football used to be come to the national team, ball your head out, ball your legs, scatter, other big clubs to see you. But I think now we are in an age where the women are having it very good.
They don't already get the club.
They've gotten the clubs, they've gotten the accolades. If you get their numbers online, they are popping. Unlike before, where if a Nigerian babe comes out and says, I'm a football player, they will rather look at the basketball players. They will not. This is the first time that the basketball players are doing stuff, the ladies, and nobody's looking. They are about to do their World Cup in September. This is the first time that nobody is looking. Instead, everybody is looking at, and they are good too. Our basketball ladies are getting as much. Do you feel like the hunger has gone from the girls, especially now that the conveyor belt is already? I do 1 or 2 things. International team, I shine small. Better highlights online. I do 1 or 2 things, and I'm good to go. Let me start with you, Mr. YouTube.
If I want to be sincere, right, I think my own part might not really be different, but because I think the praise is from us also too. I think we have made it to be like, oh, the girls always deliver. They always deliver. They always deliver.
They don't deliver 10 times.
No, we're not gonna mess in and they deliver.
So you always deliver 10 times. That is why you could have a player could go in for a gig 7 days before a tournament. You understand? Because you feel that
I'm the favorite.
I'm favorite. We have done everything. We've done everything. Every we'll go. We'll still do it. And the truth is that women's football is improving. We talked about Malawi just some few minutes ago. Algeria is improving. Zambia have improved. Morocco So if you look at it, we have made it so easy that we can easily just praise them. Before we got on set, I was saying that we always praise them. Oh, everything, yeah, doing well, yeah, they've won it 10 times. So that's why someone can go and take a gig 7 days before. However, let's try to balance it. Now, we also had reports that the particular player, let's not call her name, her club were yet to release her. Yes, she had a match to play on Saturday or so. So let's balance it. But assuming that was the case, because players who came in Wednesday, we are not preparing. So even as Cece, let me just drop this. Even as we choose to blame your guy at top, right? Let's also bring it down and blame the players. And now, just give me, let me just drop this.
Drop palm, brother.
Please, let me drop.
Drop and chop grape.
Let me drop now. It's grape.
Never drop.
Everybody has a share in the whole issue from the board and from the FA and everything. Now, the players, you're taking a gig 7 days. You're on social media. And I'm one of those people that have raised that question and asked questions around social media. So it does not really matter. Yeah. And I will say it here. You cannot have a match 24 hours before your match. You are posting on social media. 12 hours before your match, you're posting on social media. Six hours before your match, you're posting on social media. Let's assume it was tolerated. Then you go for match inspection. We cannot post it. We journalists post it because we cannot. But your match inspection videos is already trending in Nigeria.
Overexposure.
Now, match inspection. Let's break it down. Because most people don't understand match inspection. Pitch inspection. Many people don't really understand pitch inspection. Pitch inspection is basically 2 hours before your game. So at that time, you have to do business with your phone. You're not posting the videos or your whatever on social media. You're distracted already.
What if she's not the one in charge? Because I know some of them have social media managers, right? That do that for them. That could be it also. And the point on your social media, I totally get it. But I feel that has nothing to do with your performance.
See, you get everything. No.
Listen, can I finish? Can I finish?
Wait.
Last year.
I bounced last year. We can't remove
because
the social
last
media
year,
business
because
money
that's why
from the football itself.
the reason why
I will
give evidence on this table.
the reason
I will
why
give evidence on this table.
okay,
On this
the reason
table.
why eyes are on Wafcon, for instance, more eyes is even because of that social media. Now, the point I'm trying to make is it doesn't stop you. How long does it take you to post on TikTok?
Please, it takes a lot.
Seconds.
Please.
It
It takes a lot. I can't post 15
Really, and as I said, some of them have managers, people who are managing their handles.
Cece,
I've seen them on the field, right? On the field, most of them don't have their phones with them.
No, they have their phones with them.
This time they
selfies.
I've seen some of them that don't have phones with them.
They were dropping real-time updates on Snapchat, and they follow them now.
Someone will post 18 pictures or 18 stories
on match day.
On match day,
you don't do that.
I respect, so I don't want to call her name for certain reasons. On match day,
so you think that's
on match day, you came to the stadium, you left the dressing room, you went outside the stadium to take a picture and put it on Snapchat. So when you have all these are distractions. We know that the FA are not doing everything, but you as a player,
are you locked in?
You work in a TV station, right? We've all worked in media organizations. They have rules. Maybe you have 1 hour preparations before you go on air, and in that period of time, if you have calls coming to you, okay, now I'm paying for my show and everything, and you prepare. You can't be posting 1 hour. I work in media organization. I can't be posting on social media 1 hour before I'm going to air.
The other argument now is that from our own point of view, let's look at it from general. Let's step back and look at it. Number one, let's tell you the argument is that last year we won the Wafcon, we did social media.
And we're online, yeah.
So
come online.
Many of these players are also now Gen Zs. And for some of them, I feel like that's our match day ritual. Let's post, let's have fun, let's ease that tension, and let's play. Now, it might, from your own point of view, it might be distraction to them. But from the players, I feel like, no, for us it's just match day ritual. When it's time to kick off, we win business, or when it's time for us to warm up actually, we mean business and are locked in. So that might be the explanation, that might be the defense.
Okay.
Can I
Don't drop bomb. Please, fact check me.
Okay.
Right? How many big players do we see posting 10 pictures, even if they have a media operator before a game? Yamal posts sometimes some kind of maybe crypto messages. He's being criticized by even fans of his club for doing that before a game. How many? Fast check me. Ronaldo posts. Ronaldo does not control his social media, but the person in charge posts after the game. Not when Ronaldo is on the pitch, Ronaldo is inspecting the pitch, and you're not doing pictures and you're posting. How about Mana?
Can I say something? So the biggest social media vibe for the World Cup was Erling Brut Haaland, right? And even Erling Brut Haaland, no matter how big he was, on a match day, he was locked in. Your team usually has a social media person. As long as they have done the official video, you have no business coming to do anything. And let me tell you why. We all do stuff. You're a man that does a lot of online work. Do you know that the average time it takes you to clean a video, post a video, or clean a picture, post a picture is like 20 minutes ish, give or take on the average. If you are very good with it, it's just inside 5 minutes. And then I'm on your social. Even me, I was complaining that when I left Lagos, I've been less on my socials since I've been here, because by the time you move. I'm exhausted. I am coming to a tournament where a player that I'm coming to watch, who's supposed to be doing the Lord's work and securing the bag, I don't, on some level, care how the preparation is, because now you wear the shirts.
No, you don't understand. They are side us, football and they are side us. They are content creators.
Because see, do you know that? And they go somewhere. Last year, I come as a social media influencer.
30 seconds to wrap up.
If you talk, I go bite you.
30 seconds.
See, I come as a social. I came in as a social media influencer. Even the influencing, when they give us brief. There's a certain number of posts you post, and they give you the time, because everything is timed. I not post reach 15. I not post reach 10, because it doesn't add to the story. It's a lot of time. So you have to pace yourself. So why would you, that's not an influencer, you are a baller, have that kind of leg? And sis, not be their influence, I mean, their managers manage them. I was at the stadium. Now real time updates. Real time updates. Nelly Bobo, now you they give them fine posts. Lifestyle. This is a lifestyle.
No, let them comment. So what they do is mostly they use Snapchat.
Yes. So
they post Snapchat. They don't work on too much caption. They just do the snap, I think they selfie,
It's seconds.
automatically loads and they just drop it.
This is my question. Why do I want to see them?
Let me
So
come
make
to
I- okay,
yeah,
answer
yeah.
the
Yes.
question.
I mean, what do you think? Like, we are going to wrap the social media up
Yeah.
with you. Do you want to mention social media?
No.
Oh, I wanted to say that there was social media
Not saying
block.
anything. We're going to
Coaches, they do World Cup
continue-
social media block.
Block, yes.
They
So
tell you
what-
you're only
what do you
limited to
think?
certain amount
About
of
the social
posts.
media.
Yeah, the social media. Do you think
See,
it's actually
the thing is,
because
the
I
thing
know
is-
it's not all the players, just like
No matter how you want to
It's not all.
sugarcoat this
Yeah.
thing, it actually affects
Okay.
concentration.
Okay.
You get football is not a game you play with. I'm too ready. It goes with reading.
Okay.
You might be the best team, most prepared team, and get to the game and find out that the thing no work. Oh. So that ability of you being concentrated already in the game gives you that how's it called? How they speak English?
Edge.
Give you edge and advantage. Yes.
Synergy.
To fit
Plug
change
in.
into different things. I go call him, you know call him. See the likes of Alozie for instance now. You they do self and you dey snap pass for field. Now you no fit do 10-meter pass. You no fit do 5-meter pass. I'm not gonna look at
You know you embarrass my crush like
you look at I'm coming. Football is a sport that you play with concentration. I'm speaking from a place of experience. You play football with concentration. The yellow card she got yesterday was a ball that you know personally say you dey in control of this
It
ball.
was locked
Pass to
in.
the goalkeeper.
Locked in.
If you're 100% concentrated, you go know the basic to do. So I don't want to say it's 100%.
This social media,
an effect.
social media
You
was the
understand?
reason why she went to go and drag a player back.
I don't know how you want to say it, but being locked in, 100% concentrated affects the game.
A cynical fan like that.
You mentioned Ronaldo. You watch Premier League. I follow the whole of Arsenal players. You will not see anybody. I don't think you will post on match day. You will not see anybody post. Do you know why? You will not do that. So that dragging will not come for them when you misbehave, when you flop.
They don't post in their clubs.
There will be
On match day, they don't post in their clubs.
there will be something for people to hold on to when you misbehave.
Okay, that's the reason.
So that's why it's looking like the social media is the social media is not the problem. But if you're giving the fans something to hold on to, that this is the distraction.
That's where discipline comes in.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what's the media officer doing?
Okay, now we've tied it up now. The social media is really not the problem. It's the fact that sometimes fans may come for you. So for you to avoid those dragging and insults.
Show us that you're focused.
That is what
show
happens
us
to your mouth,
focus.
because they
So
check
just
your mouth for
pretend. When you're
focus.
saying just pretend
That you're
on match
focused,
day
even if you're not.
that you're focused, even if you're not.
Did you see
So,
any
no,
other team? Sorry
no,
for
no,
talking
no,
over
they-
you.
they-
but-
no,
No,
they are-
did you see any other team?
they are-
Because
they
see,
are-
the first stages
yeah,
of this
the other
level,
teams that
Demona
actually
was
post,
right
yeah.
when he said that this social media that they did helped to boost the interest.
Actually.
We agree.
After the first game, Patapata group stage, you are in the knockout stage,
can't be
the
boosting.
World Cup ticket qualifier
No,
stage.
we're not
No
saying-
team. Can I say something?
Yeah.
No other
That's
team.
not
They were
good.
on lockdown. They were mostly on social media lockdown, from Cameroon to Ivory Coast, even
You
South
check
Africa.
their
I
handles.
checked their
You
handles.
have
I can't say the same for
I'm telling you my
Morocco.
facts.
Morocco they posted. Right?
So Morocco's own,
Exactly, I
it was not the
told them.
girls posting, it was the official handle.
Official handle.
Posting.
Let them say official. It's
Official
official
handle
handle
should post.
and your
Collaboration.
personal handle.
Official.
Certain
Do you
collaboration.
follow them on their Snapchat?
On TikTok
Yeah.
I do.
Do you follow them?
The
on
ones
their
that had
all
brands,
the
the
teams?
ones that had brand support,
Yeah.
that they said, okay, you are going to boost for brand. The way CAF will come and do video, and go. That's how it was for
Maybe I
them.
should add to this too.
Okay, please do. Let's wrap it up now.
Nigerians look for content. They look for content. They crave content. So there are a lot of Nigerians that look around social media pages of these players and now make those posts on Snap go viral on other platforms.
Okay.
So it now feels like
Social media business.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
So they are content
no, wait,
creators, right?
let him do it. Let him
They are
finish
not.
his story. No, don't
No,
let him
so
finish.
because of that, it feels like the players are the one spreading this information out.
Okay, it's
the
not
players
really
just on the phone do a quick selfie,
For what?
post, and that content
They are reporting for
take that
themselves.
and rephrase that and make it go viral.
Okay.
Or spread that message. So it feels like you're seeing content every round
Every
for
now
just
and
for
then.
Falcons.
Will they post in their? Will they start in their clubs?
So we're going to leave
So performance
it here.
based.
We're going to leave it here and talk
Yeah.
about the performance because I feel that the social media may be a distraction as you guys have said.
But they are
But the submission is
Sorry,
they are adults.
sorry.
You'll be able to control.
Before you end this, you know, I asked the coach this question. I know you guys were around that time about social media, and the coach Justin Madugu, I always call him Oga Mr. Madugu, agreed that it's sort of a distraction to the team.
Because
So
it's not
if
regulated.
the coach can agree that this social media menace
I mean,
is
that's-
So I have a question for you. Just one simple question. The players are going to work. Just like you have a job. What will you do if your employer tells you that 1 hour before you resume, don't post on your Snapchat?
it's possible.
How many adults can have
It's your employer.
With your job.
with your job?
See,
It's your
not
job.
every
You have the right
player-
to stop
see,
it
do
from
you
doing
notice that the
it.
old timers,
That's the thing.
the one with the biggest following, Asisa Toshola, did not bother. That is a 6-time champion. If you have, you see, they get something called leadership. If you want to follow what a leader is doing, then you follow. Rashida did not post.
Don't post.
Or Shola didn't post. Or Hadi didn't
Let me
post.
not talk.
Uchebe didn't post. See, most like Rash go post prayer. When now recently she started duo, she will post prayer. When she posts prayer finish, she clears, and that's that. Nobody didn't say post your beginning of the day, get match day ready, and keep him
Yeah,
ready.
yes.
That's the question.
Leadership style can influence.
That's the question.
Yes.
Do they do it in their club
Your
side?
club.
Let me drop this
Yeah,
point
some
here.
of them actually do.
Nobody.
The leadership
In our squad, nobody
will
affect their
how
club.
you handle
Nobody
your
does
team.
it.
It's possible that the coach tells the player, coach look at if I drop this, if I put this ban, it might also affect the team cohesion, but affect team chemistry,
Their mental-
and it will affect the team performance. Some players will
We will let you to your club. Answer the question.
That's the question.
Because they are
It's different actually.
Who's stupid is different. Who to your club?
Wales didn't let people see
I think
their
we need
wives
to
and
tie
girlfriends.
this. I think we need to. I think we need
They say
to. I think we need to.
concentrate.
I think we need to tie this up. We need to tie this up.
Tie it up, give us performance.
a player can
We need
post
to
on
tie this
Instagram,
up
like,
because
Not on match
Not
day.
on match day now.
we need to
Stop.
tie this up. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
a way for them to unwind on match day. That's why they are posting.
Yeah.
So let's leave it there. These same players we're talking about went on to win Wafcon last year while still posting. So end of discussion. Now let's talk about performances. I mean, well, we're going to go
Binamo,
through the
by the way, you are
long
still watching.
Yeah.
You are still watching the Cece and Chiefs War Show.
Subscribe.
This is the Wafcon edition. Like, subscribe. We'll put the handles for everyone in here. These are some of the biggest voices trying to tell Africa, Nigeria stories to the world. Italawa. So Olade for background. That's a background staff. Background staff don't come from us. Yeah, Justina.
outside.
As you know, Nelly Day, Obsuru, Doctor Day, Richie Day, Cece Day, me Day. Now over to you, Cece.
Okay. Enough of the social media. Now let's talk about performances. So I'm going to start off with Justina. Really, I mean, Justina, I love the fact that you're with me here. You know, yeah, their performance
I
from
mean, she did with it.
from Malawi. Yeah, she's here. From Malawi to Zambia to Egypt, and of course the final one, which is Cameroon.
For me, I think there was a swallow in the first game because they never saw it coming. That is where we spoke about preparation in our previous discussion. So for me, it was a shocker, and I feel the both teams were good, but the best team won the match on that day. And when I say there was, I wouldn't say there was underration, but I just felt there was a swallow because the game was so intense. Malawi girls came, they played from the kickoff to the final whistle. They fought and they won the game. Nigerians we also fought back too. At the end of the day, we equalized 2 goals, 3-2. Second game against Zambia. Zambia, they are always making this mistake whenever they want to play with Nigeria. They are always eager to go and score. And we always use that opportunity because they will leave one person at the back. And Aziza Toshuala, she was very, very calculative. When the ball just came, and that was why we won that match. Egypt, just like normal friendly games for me, But this Cameroon game, I felt the match analyst for Cameroon and the coaches, they've studied our game from that from that Malawi game. They studied the game and they came out massive defense, massive attack. No grief for anybody. And anybody can be beaten.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
I
felt bad, but I don't have a voice. I felt very bad. But for me, it was a very good game.
Very good.
Because our girls too, they were not pushover. They did their best, but at the end of the day, Cameroon won. And if you check the players in Cameroon, I think there was a rotation.
Yeah.
And there was, how would I call it, to pick some people out and replace some players.
Yes.
You understand? The team that played against us previous years were not even the girls we played against.
They used them Bella.
The likes of Ajara, she was on bench.
Yes.
They use them under
The ones with PTSD.
So
Clear them, come on.
they brought in, so even the Malawi girls, the captain of Malawi under 20,
Letitia. And Faith too.
young girls.
Yeah.
So we are not here to tell the coach to pick anybody. Whatever they pick, we the Nigerians,
We support
them. We always have our support.
Yeah.
But for me, Malawi game there was a swallow Zambia game we swallowed Zambia. Egypt game we played. Friendly. But Cameroon against us there was also a swallow because that one opportunity cost us a lot.
Which opportunity is that one?
The free kick.
The free kick. Okay.
He said that one.
Let's go to Demola, your submission. Yeah, I'm tied up.
So it seems Cameroon came out with a plan. They got the early goal and they sat back and frustrated us, defended properly.
Yep.
And frustrated us. Now the argument of who do you start? You know, a lot of people don't see what happened behind the scene at training, why the coach come up with his starting 11. And then we start a change. Player of the match last time, Salah started, if Monday started. After a while, he brought Salah out, changed the team, but at the end of the day, it did not work. I think we created the best chances at this game, in this game against Cameroon. Very strong Cameroonian side. 9 shots on target, 9 good saves from the goalkeeper. Of course, some people argue that he played the ball well, but we had the very good opportunity to equalize and also win the game. But it did not just come. It was not our day. Because of the fact that Cameroon got the early goal, I feel like if Cameroon had not scored that early goal, they'll probably come out and they'll be vulnerable and they would have considered because we're better than them on that day. But Cameroon had a better tactical plan after scoring that free kick. And I think the wall was not probably properly set. If that Chiamaka is the world best, I'm not going to criticize her, you know. But yeah, I feel like we could have easily won that game. We could have easily won that game.
You're in a safe space.
No, that's
It's mine.
So let me tell you the idea. The idea is that if you bench Chiamaka and you bring Comfort or you bring Fatima Loko, we might end up conceding more. And this is why the coach didn't want to gamble with it. We did not have enough quality friendly games to train with. To have test out other keepers. Comfort came into the team less than 2 months ago. Although she played against Cameroon.
Against Cameroon,
yes.
But you know, if you don't test these girls, you won't know.
So the idea is that you should test those girls with high quality friendly games.
So we should agree that Chiamaka is not her best right now. Just agree that Chiamaka is not doing well right
Something
now.
flip. I think maybe it's too much games back to back.
No, before you, I know you're actually you are gingering to two of you are going to talk together, but let me come to you here.
What thing I just feel be saying?
Yeah.
This just goes to show that our football infrastructure is dilapidating rapidly. Because 20-30 years ago, Nigeria team for female, they wire anybody wireable. It be like money with the wire them. But now we see they happen. We say other countries don't they use football money. They put for the infrastructure. So now instead of bringing local players to come and play our own international player. Now international versus international. Your player they play for PSG, my own player they play for PSG. So now boils down to who gets the best coach, who get the best infrastructure, who get the best preparation. Ghana play England, Ghana they play foreigner. Who they play for Ikene?
So bro, go on. It has to be constructive. I've got my whistle.
No, I won't be constructive. Okay. I think I say with facts. I back with facts, and you can always fact check me. Right? So I'm not saying to advertise.
Antagonize.
Yes, anybody right now.
So the dude with the facts.
So I'm giving
the facts, man.
I'm giving it right. Okay. Now, have Super Falcons gone down their way they play? Yes. Let's go straight into it against Cameroon. Now, the fault is for me is into 3 different,
trifecta.
First of all, we have the FA, what we call them, Sports Commission, NFF, which is lack of preparation, which we all know, we all agree on this.
We are used to it.
Now we have the player.
Shouldn't be.
We have the coach effect, right? I'll ask this question. Matugu respects Justin Matugu, but does he have the first 11? Does he always do try by error by every game? Does it do everybody saying Mr. Babate did well in the last game and you put out to play the next game? Are you moved by what they say on social media or what we journalists tell you during press conference, or you go back and do your homework and say, okay, this particular game, these are the players I want to work with. From the first game against Malawi, second game, third game, and fourth game, he always had to tweak his team. The particular way to fit into criticisms. You know the players better than we know the players. We can just besides the player, the player is not good, the player is not doing well. And you put the player. So just matter of asking the question. Do you have your first 11? Going to a major tournament like this, you should have your first 11. And maybe if you want to change the team, first 11, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 players, you change. Maybe red card, yellow card. You want to then change your formation. You want to take 1 or 2 players. You must have that.
You go get coaching license last.
Go into a tournament like the Wafcon without a first 11. Fact check me.
How did you pick first 11?
How do you pick first 11?
prepare.
Now you prepare.
Yeah.
You prepare for the first 11. You prepare, right? Now
Friendly games.
and also start going back, right?
Yeah.
That was the reason why we had your campaign.
Yeah.
That's why you have campaign.
Ijebo they are being
No, that is why.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't go back because that's why I said there's a part for those in charge.
Yeah, but it's tight.
Yes, those in charge.
Of course, I
those in
agree.
charge have their own blame and they take their own blame, and
Yeah.
that's why I said we are not taking them to their own blame. The coach also has his own part to play because you must have a first 11. You must have that first 11 you believe in. In every game, you can't be changing five players. Fact check me, 5-4-3, 5-4-3, changing players in every single game. Don't forget we have the issue of not having enough games to prepare. Now these players are trying to understand themselves. You change 4 players in this particular game. You change another 4 players. They're struggling to understand themselves. That is where the coach will take it.
Yeah.
The coach will take the blame for
very
because they have got chemistry. Those players, it's team black chemistry.
In summary, we don't have a playing pattern. That's what you're saying.
No playing pattern. No first 11. In going to a tournament, you must have a first 11.
Okay.
And I know you don't. Please give me time. Just give me time.
Alright.
Cook it.
Then give me time. That's asking now the second. Now the player issue. Overconfidence. For where we talk say monkey is smart because he thinks say tree near tree.
Let me
I mean monkey is smart. Now,
Okay.
you don't win out 10 times. Don't look every other African nation. Say this one can smally. You will feel big.
Otete.
You understand? You enter the game and you put the social media whole stuff and everything. You enter the game. She and Malcolm knows it. She's blocking people. So maybe she may also block me also too. If that is, I'm not following her baby, but she's blocking people right now.
She's got the right to block anyone. If I don't want to see you on my
For
time,
men
you're
to
talking
see.
rubbish. I will block you.
Yeah, Chema can knows
But you
it.
can see me praising you, right?
Chema can knows it.
Or if you insult me, if your criticism is constructive,
She has.
it's
Go on.
constructive.
She
I
has.
will block you.
She has.
If you're insulting me, I will block you.
She
It's
has
my
won-
timeline.
she has
I have the
won-
right to.
She has won the African best goalkeeper, I think 3 times in stretch, right? Is actually been a good goalkeeper. Yes.
Yes.
This tournament, bad goalkeeper.
Bad.
Let's say it clearly. Let's not.
Yeah.
You cannot make 3 mistakes against Malawi. Heck, for Christ's sake, you cannot make 3 mistakes against Malawi and we then say, okay, no problem. It was a mistake. You had a bad day. Then
it was a
move the
bad
second
game.
game, third game, then the 4th game. You can, for Christ's sake, I dey watch football. They cannot score you from that position on the field. Now Ronaldo play that ball.
Oh, she dey play for Real Madrid B o.
No, he cannot score from that particular place. You know, when you talk about free kick, free kick are good, but in free kick positioning, there are different range of free kick. How close it is. In that position, some players will have to pass the ball before they then take the ball into the into the middle. But from that particular place, that distance was so much. She didn't punch the ball well. She didn't arrange her balls well. She did badly. I must say the truth. Chiamaka and Lesia have had a bad tournament so far, and the only painful thing is that we don't have a proper replacement we could just put in place. But I must also respect her for one thing, and I will say why I respect her. The fact that she knows she has a bad game, she comes to the mix zone and speaks to journalists,
Yes.
apologize and say, I am sorry for doing that,
Yes.
which is something that respect to the captain of the national team. But we were at the mix zone yesterday, as a captain of the national team, we were meant to stay back, carry your players along. Where was she? She carried her back and went into the bus. Disrespect on the fans, journalists, and everybody. And even to the players, but I respect Shamaka for that. But let's admit Shamaka had a bad game. Then sorry, you go to the next person. Then the last part, I want to cover the last part. Still on the foot of the players. Now a game against Cameroon where we struggled to score a goal. You now had one chance.
One chance. Speak on it.
That the coach has his part to blame, and I think the coach of his changing. Let me not take the coach part. You had one chance. 93rd minutes of the game. He had a clear chance. 94 minutes of the game. And the goalkeeper who you could not beat, you had the chance to beat the goalkeeper. You had the SL Koronko, one of Nigeria's finest girlfriend, we call him the girlfriend and everything. And you had passed the ball to Azizat.
A proven striker.
You get Ronaldo Messi for pitch.
Six-time African Player of the Year.
Speak on it.
A Ronaldo, a Messi. That is what she is. Respect to her, she's one of the most humble players I've ever met in this world. A player who has achieved what she has achieved with trying to walk on the air. But I've seen a player like her who is very, very humble and still works with every single person in the team. You had Esther Krongo had a chance. The goalkeeper of Cameroon was out. This is practical. Let's picture this. Was out, and she had narrowed up the space you had. So only the angle. You have no angle right now. The angle was so very, very tiny. Now you have on that player who came from your back, Azizat, and I opened up for you here. Azizat was crying and was begging you. Pass the ball. You cannot say you did not hear.
They got me.
Pass this ball to me. You did not pass the ball. You were trying to score a miracle goal to win our hearts again. You've won our hearts. We love you. But please, why didn't you pass that ball to Azizat? And I asked the coach that question. Do we have fractions in this national team? And he said no. Due respect, every team, there are fractions in every team. However, when you come to play on the field, you play as a team. And I'll ask this final question if I just drop the mic here. If it was Michelle Alozie that was crying for that ball, will Esther Okoronkwo pass the ball?
Drop your mic.
Michelle no go
Drop your mic.
Michelle no go try. If she sees Michelle's shadow.
Okay, let's come to where this guy goes.
If she sees Michelle's shadow, he go lay am.
Let's go.
Let leave.
Okay, now you're going to drop your own ball. You've dropped your ball right now. I'll say this for sure. You know, sometimes you do not have that 360 turning advantage to do that. What if she did not see?
Cece.
Take it from there.
Okay, it's my question. My question. My pigeon I go use.
Anyone you want to use.
Before you got to that position, I told this guy we gotta sit down for one place.
Okay.
Before she even struggle with the defender with her, I was just tapping this guy say pass. Do you know what? As a footballer, and there's what they call the core run. A logic in you knows that okay, this my player don't do here. We get foresight as a footballer. Your eyes are Boris. You know they just look where you face. You look side in case of any option. Exactly. In case of options. As that one wear black and black, she was wearing green and white. It took clear. She was screaming. It took as that's the level of tolerance, experience, loyalty, humility, human brain, discipline to still go and carry Esther. After that game, they go outside. If not me, we feel no talk. I think one of the reasons why Ajibade.
Osimhen look man.
Thank you. I think that one of the reasons why Ajibade no go talk to anybody after that game because she no dey used to this kind of thing. They never lose like they never humiliated like this before. Yes. So if she go talk, she fit go miss yan. Most say the press will take am the way because I see the frustration for her body. Not the first time. Esther, you are a striker. You came in to replace Monday Gift.
Yes.
Who do well for first half for all done play. She dey come back, hold on, 5 press, all the ball pass. Your turn reach, they bring you come inside game. You dey use waist, the control ball. You want to do flip. I saw that
if they do back in, they go throw in.
We dey find goal. We dey find goal. You say fans need waiting. When there was a game that Ajibade had to shout. Everyone needs skill. I mean skill then she. Yes.
She did.
There was a game. Which one did this skill that they do? You won't win game. People they find score, they find result, they struggle. They bring you in to help the team. You dey use waist the elbow. Okay, you want to let go for ball, they do your back. For a few minutes when we get to go. See, like he said, now Nigerians actually give these players the hype when they get. When you're playing in Toronto, I mean, I wish team you play for USA, I don't know you. The same way you don't know me, I don't know you. Now when you come national team, that was hype of say a Nigerian girlfriend, this one boyfriend. More talk about football, more talk about real football, say they play football, but based on talent. If we want to rate these players, we don't go rate them beyond average.
But they've been doing so well.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I will drop.
Make it talking about it.
What we need to do now, say we need to calm down for this players when they give hype. We need to work on our homegrown players also. You know what them say we get something like Super Six now, for instance. Our coach no fit go back home base. Go find likes of pretty Kenny. When they come and pretty no before fine for this for football.
She's just 17. So
the 19 years old defender that you played against yesterday.
Yeah.
Yamin Aman was 17 when he started playing football. Now what's where they take ground not for Spain, they groom am there.
Okay.
So if you they say just 17, which time those players will get their own chance?
Okay.
We need to expand our options. Not just to just go one place, go find one person, say you get connection or get level. You understand? You're going to go there. This is my car and put that for the team. We need to do trials for the senior team self by games, giving them more games. Now who play pass, who shall be pass time with the go tournaments? Who get influence or who be anybody get from anything. If you are coming to Nigeria, you're going to represent the country. You will give your everything. Giving your everything means you are not part of it. You are yourself not the part of it. It's the country first before you. But I try to say all these players, all these they are you don't too much.
Wait. If I say we need to go back to our former national anthem because that one now, alright, Nigeria, alright. This one I just
make I don't worry.
No. Continue. I mean,
why?
You know what I was going to come in here, ask some few questions. It boils down to what Demola was talking about. Like, for instance, we have this transition that been working for us over the years. What was the transition? You see transition from
On the 20?
on the 17, on the 20, and
Thank you.
immediately after the 2022 World Cup, I still talk about the 5 players were drafted from the squad into the Super Falcons. How did it happen? The coach had the USA Invitational, he had the Turkish Invitational, he even played, I think, one Canada Invitational. He played series of friendlies. So he had this tournament for him to bring in those players. And that's when Aloziers and the likes and all of them came into the team. Now, you brought in a coach, was it 2 months to Wafcon last year? That's when he came. He can't pick anybody. He's going to use what is already there. Because if he's going to bring in anyone, you're going to scatter a winning team. He didn't want to scatter anything. The team didn't win anything at the 2022. It was semi-final. And they finished 4th, right?
Yes, 4th, yeah.
Now, so he has seen the team that Randy Wardrobe has built. He felt, okay, I have 2 months. What can I do? Can I change anything? No. These girls are good enough. Let me go with them. He did that. They were thinking, I was expecting that this man has not headed a senior national team before. What will the federation do, for instance? Can you get a technical advisor for him to work with him? And then that technical advisor will be on ground going for, yes, I know NWFL games are not as many as other leagues in the world. That can actually scout and get these players. He told me something, that he wants to have a 3-month camp for players in the league. Did it happen? No. It didn't happen. Now, if he had that 3 months plan he had for himself, you think Joy Mboko will not be in that national team? You think he will be looking for Esther, who was injured 2 months into the 2 months before the tournament, who came with, he was still nursing his knee injury. Esther had played just 45 minutes at his club before he came to Wafcon. You think he's going to bring him?
Exactly why she's supposed to pass the ball to a stronger.
But see, there is
I need to finish. Okay. I'm going to give you this process so you continue with it now. So, how do you now do that transition? How do you now do that transition when you do not have that time to transit? Continue.
So, before we go in, I need to tell you, I didn't go somewhere. We have less than 12 minutes to wrap this.
Make I use 1 minute.
Be giving me hot takes now.
The transition we talk about now, so move leave down. That one sought after injury.
Now you bring them up.
We don't do the game like this.
Now will you bring them up?
You know Esther. You know say Esther no dey fit. Odega is not dead. We needed experience in that team. That game.
So when I remember, say experience matter now.
Okay. I asked Oshola one question one time. Was it one of the games they won? I was like, experience is needed in this tournament. Now games like yesterday, now we need that experience. The physicality that Cameroonians came with, now the kind of Odega, Azizat, and what I mean, Kanu, will fit give us that fight because they've been there.
Which
I'm giving you some. She actually played. They removed her.
She bought, man. She was not supposed to be good in that.
Thanks to Kante, Deborah. I've never seen a 5 feet something person winning balls, area balls, back to back, more than 10.
That's why she's Kante.
I saw that. I was like, this one, a person say, homegrown. It shows say this one won't play ball for this badge. That's why we needed Odega to come and do something for us. You know, if there's no defeat, keep her for bench. He must not play game.
But the point is just to buttress your point.
Yeah.
Not to brag. I don't like bragging.
Talk to me.
This last season, I covered at least one NWFL match throughout the season. Okay.
One, like I don't understand. Explain.
Once a week.
Okay, now you explain better now.
So you see that I have a big depth about NWFL.
Thank you.
I can tell you for a fact that our officials, they don't know the local players. They watch them week in, week out, week in, week. They don't know. So it's players that is trending online.
Yes.
So I think we need to draft up some set of people that will be scouting the local. They don't know. See, they don't know them.
Can I say something?
Madugu don't know. Madugu
no Kemi.
You don't know Kemi Adebui.
Can I say something? When it was a different tenor, there were people that were trusted to check out these things, these players and whatnot. And then we started putting more of their publicities online, the ones that we see. So the problem we then had was somebody would take highlights of look at that cute pass. You go forget say that player, he not a double up, he not get enough pace, he not a full up. The question is, we, the journalists, we, the guys online, we, the so-called influencers, we have a major responsibility. This one, if there was a failure in this Wafcon, I think it's us that's the problem too.
Yes.
Because this was the Wafcon that we had the most publicity, building up from the work we did last year for all these girls. This is the first time we are seeing Nigerian girls, I repeat it again, Nigerian female football team, Super Falcons. Everybody see them. Everybody know how their matter be. Why be say we not a focus on the ones when they do the work? For instance, throughout the Wafcon, how many times did we see players like Ayinde? We will call players like Ohale, we call them old, we call them finished. Whereas we have Khadija that is almost close to 40, being almost the goalkeeper of the tournament because she has the most clean sheets. You have people like Shebak that if she sneeze, full Morocco they catch cold. But we have players that just 3 a bit or so of them that are in their 30s and 2 seconds. When we talk about them, we start saying Odega, Mama, when we come to press her, if you ask why Madugu did not put these older players in, I think we also have to bear the brunt because every time there's a hint. In fact, if we had a replacement for Ohale, you would probably have removed Ohale and put that person because they said put this person, put this person.
So the question I will ask you is that does a coach, because this is the same thing I say, is a coach dancing to our tunes because of
you don't know that's a part of the ecosystem.
No,
I took part of it.
Saying so because
as
a coach,
let me land. You think let me land?
Okay, land first.
So when do we start putting eyeballs on the marshals that are actually doing the job? Some of us snap picture, we go crop with Shebe Komot. Some of us will put something, we go put highlights.
Anybody
I'm saying the people who do the job,
Okay.
we do not show them in good lights.
Okay.
We do not praise them. It's only when there's a bad thing we then start calling, oh, this person, and it's always the old timers. Who has ever yapped an Esther Koronko or an Alozi? She messed up yesterday. I mean, the yellow she got. Did you hear anybody online really going at Alozi? No, they were talking about
Call my name.
You should start putting eyeballs. If you are telling them, no, I want to land this thing. Let me land it all. If we are putting eyeballs to be showing them that, oh, this is creative, this is beautiful, when they mess up, give them. Because that is part of the responsibility of being in the Super Falcons. All the players that understood what this was about, they put fire for body. Odega did not sit. Did you notice throughout the game? If she saw a player slowing down, she brought ice. What do you need? Tell me. Body they burn. I was like, bro, why you not go put this guy inside this match?
God bless you. So, Demola, your submission on this one. We need to wrap this up. We still have one more episode.
I'm someone that like to filter out the noise, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And that's what I like to filter out. And that's why I keep advocating that
noise.
the online hate to some selected people based on their look from Nigerians is just stupid. So,
Okay.
like if any Nigerian was pick out a player because of her age, because of her look, also in the coach, they will body shame them and they intentionally segregate people from outside the country. How do you expect them to feel mentally? You are intentionally insulting your own. Now, also, there's also a narrative of using the media to cause division in the team. Because if a coach invites a player, all of a sudden the news online is this player she's old. How do you expect that player? She's a human being, friends. How do you expect her to feel back of that? It's very difficult for those players to, because they're also humans. It's difficult for them to undo that pressure. And that's why I keep saying that let's use the media to also advocate for equality on how you treat these players. That's number two. If you sit back and look at the bigger picture, don't sit back and look at the bigger picture. It boils down, I keep saying, it boils down to the federation having a good plan. If you have a very good plan, see all these girls in the end of BFL, if they force them to create a camp for local league players, and we see them play friendly matches against Cameroon against you will be forced. The population, the larger population will be forced to ensure that the coach also celebrates because it will be too clear. Imagine inviting the player from the end of BFA and they're scoring 5 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals, week out, every friendly game they're invited for. You cannot justify dropping a foreign-based player that's not doing so well and say, okay, this is why I must take Janet to the World Cup. This is why I must take Shakira. This is why I must take Kemi to the World Cup. This is why I must take Christopher Dia from Liverpool to the World Cup. This is why I must take this player. Because they have seen them week in, week out, proving their worth. But if you don't give them the opportunity, nobody wants to risk them.
Nobody.
So you have to ensure that that atmosphere is there for them to thrive. I will say this, but this might be an hot take. If you bring the best coach in the world to come and coach Super Falcons, they might even lose at the group stage. It's possible.
Yes.
So it's not, the coach also has to manage that fact, manage the perceived division in the team, and manage every other thing to ensure that he produce that result. It's not an easy job, to be honest.
Division the team.
And that's why perceived division in the team.
Let's wrap this up. This tournament so far.
Justina,
drop.
You're going to wrap this up.
Wrap it up, baby.
Our conclusion.
After that one, then we'll drop conclusion each year.
Yes, I think for me is we should also give the home-based players opportunity. And like Chief Swan said, that they need to be, and everybody said, that they need to be a team that will go out to watch these girls. Like, for instance, look at the under-17. The coach can see what the girls are doing. Look at under-20, we have Coach Adiko. And we all know who Coach Adiko is. He hates failing. And one thing about him is, if I'm picking you, you should be able to deliver. And we are also praying and wishing them the best in the upcoming under-20 World Cup and also under-17. So if these local coaches can do this, what will take the senior national team to do that? So now this comes to the NFF, adequate preparation, camping. If you are inviting players to come, players must be disciplined. The camp opens on Monday. By Sunday, you should be on ground.
Fast.
It's not going to be nice when some people resume to camp early and some are coming in late. To look as if there's special treatment. You understand? So it and goes to this goes to the journalists, to the medias and everything. So we need to also push our league well, push the local league well. And for all the content creators, everybody, journalists, that they don't come to support these girls and they're always the first to set camera to talk.
Ring light.
You understand? Before you say anything, fact check whatever you're saying, because one person can't do it alone. It needs a whole community for us to get better, and the national team, the female national team, to get better.
That's your submission. Thank you. Clock it. Okay, you're going to do your submission.
Okay.
Yeah.
My submission, I said, we don't talk many talk. You understand? We need to now go back to the drawing board. This one cannot move our hands already. I will not go to repeat this mistake for World Cup if God eventually give us. Everybody deserves God, you understand? But who they use God. You understand? If God give us these tickets, what will we do better? Say the next 1 year we don't repeat what we repeat here now. We look at it 1 year big, 1 year long, 1 year not really long. The next thing we hear na Brazil anthem, don't hear World Cup don't reach. So what we go fit do now? Say okay, this video or anything you do, what would they project them to whosoever is supposed to reach? Say okay, this thing I'm waiting when I'm supposed to do for us. Open the board for everybody. Come fight for your shirt. No do preference. It did. We know say most people don't say they will just call hello, maybe this person did this thing. Hello, maybe this person did this thing.
My candidate.
If they are person, I do say if you don't trust the player to play for a game, don't bring the player to the tournament.
Everybody on the squad should be able to play.
You understand? Now we just say exactly. We just say Shiamaka. She made a mistake, fine, good, and a very rubbish mistake. You understand? But if you look at now, the coach not ready to trust the next person in the back. I don't care if Comfort concede 10 goals. They test Shiamaka and why she did.
I beg, I care. Stop it.
I'm coming.
This is submission, no interruption.
Yes, now lose, you lose. If you lose 1-0, you lose 10-0. Now lose. Now see the same 3 points. Now same qualification. The reason why Shiamaka did what she did today because the person give him chance.
True.
There was an injury.
There was exactly somebody give him chance. Exactly. So those other players, no, it must not be friendly. You will give them trial or give them chance. You get more would they open to having other people play game.
South Africa used to go.
Make us okay. See what they call Morocco. Morocco don't use Shabak for first 2 games now.
Yes.
They don't use most of their main players for first 3 games. They use their young girls for all those Ashfar, those small that are league. They play. When they go to our own league,
they win Champions League.
You know that we not people
there's a
our
big difference.
Oh, there's a big difference because they tried. They won't do one. So we need to do those things. Actually, they integrate our locals into the national. No, they not be just local for local. Bring them out, make the whole world see them. It will create an opportunity for them. Our players know they go Iraq, go find 1 year deal. They go Kenya, go they find
Israel.
They raise shares, go up to the don't sign for Pakistan. Yes.
Signing.
So we can actually do better.
Okay. No, submission.
My submission. I think I will not go in everybody's way. Everybody saying, "Oh, let's go to locally based players or home-based players." We don't like calling them local. We don't like calling them
home-based.
Let's use the
Domestic.
word home-based.
In the National League.
In the National League. Now, if those players come through tomorrow, same also will still complain and say, "Oh, they are not experienced enough." And I like using facts, right? Things on that facts. If against South Africa, 1 hour before the game, we see Fatima Oloko is the goalkeeper.
Come on,
NWFL she's coming from. It's not fighting Nigerian league. The question we'll ask ourselves is how good is our local league? That we're asking. Let me use the word domestic. Respect domestic league. They were asking we cannot be taking players. Only one player. I had an interview with Fatima and asked her a question. How do you feel with 22 other? I think 20. How many players in the team?
26,
25 other players that are foreign based, and you are the only. And so she's trying to cope. So, if we, like I said, I'll leave it with the question. I'll leave it with the question. If you see Fatima, you say local. Oh yeah, now Justin Madugu, give Fatima a chance against South Africa. Thank you very much.
I'm not doing this live, bro.
They put you on the shop.
My submission is very simple. It's football. Whichever there's knockout, you either win or you lose. When you lose, you get all the pain from it, and what if start to come into play. Also, nice that I almost finished this. So yeah, but the truth is that it's football. On the continent, when football is growing, other teams are getting better, and they have caught up already. Don't let me say they're catching up.
Yeah, better.
And for us to ensure that we extend our lead again, or even regain our momentum, we have to invest and take it as seriously, even as the men. Don't do more than the men. Don't do like what they do for Super Eagles. And you start to see our girls show better interest, and keep the spirit high, keep the competition level high. And I think that we'll bounce back. We are the Super Falcons. I think we'll bounce back. I think we have the talent. Anybody that does not want to play for us should not play for us. These people that are determined and focused, that want to play.
Yes.
And that's the thing that we should do.
Feel like you're helping us.
Go back to the basics.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, salam alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My submission be say, Coach Madugu, you don't tell us say you good, you know the truth. I beg, just go walk up, because I feel if we go walk up, Nigerians go up. Nigerians, they emotionally
It's not small.
If we shout today, tomorrow like this, one win everywhere else too. Magudu is the best, Magudu. Yeah, so I beg, if we try go this World Cup, I feel say it will succulent everything. Then President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I beg, help us put money for the local league, so that our local league say go.
We say we should carry players for local league. We'll carry. Don't worry. 5 players, 7 players.
Let me do my submission so that she will wrap this up. Now, my submission is going to come from what you said and what you also said.
The answer.
Yeah. Exactly, I did farm. Adam, my fiscal sheet, go full. Carry first. So
It's allowed.
So in 2016, 2018, Aisha Falode told me that she's so excited that 90% of the players that won the Wafcon were from NWFL.
Yeah.
Then she was the chairperson.
Yes.
So that's how NWFL used to work.
That was about it.
Now, when you brought in Denabe, he continued with that because that was 2018. Yeah. The Chiamaka was a reserve goalkeeper at Rivers Angels when she went to the World Cup. Yeah. So now, that was 2019 in France. Now, I'm talking about what you said about we using local players. That was how it was, because why? They had a system. There was this immediate integration. That's what we've not had since after 2023. We've not had that integration. So if you don't have that integration, you're going to have issues. You're going to rely on the ones that you see on TV, and that's how you're going to continue going. So if you do not bring back the system of you having a camp for other players to try, do not miss any FIFA windows. Malawi played how many last year and this year? 12. So now they can have their under 20 players with them. Cameroon, the same thing. They can have their under 20 players with them. If I'm Aduku, for instance, if you want to come and pick my best player that you've not tested, you want to go to Wafcon, you think I will give you because I know you're not play her, because you don't know how good she is. That's what I will do, and that's my submission. Wishing them all the best against South Africa.
Well, first of all, I want to say a pleasure and a privilege to sit in this table with every one of you, because I know some of the Richards now, and along the Bushu and Shige. But the thing I'll tie this conversation on is this. Shelly and Fraser Price talk something. She say, all you need is 1 year. You don't have to be the best, you just have to be consistent. If you're serious about something, you get it done. And I have a belief, and it's not because I'm trying to shade the Super Eagles, it's just because I know where the women from the national team, they draw a certain strength from. They really don't fumble and keep fumbling. That's why this is very unusual for us. But I do know that there's something about Nigerian women. Give them 1 year of plugging things in place. You already know that if we manage to secure the bag against, South Africa, we have a window for Intercontinental. So what do you do in between? I want to see people who want to fight. I want to see warriors. When I talked with a few people, I realized that this is one of the tourneys that the youngins didn't even talk. They play Cameroon. How many girls go ask old timer when they walk Cameroon say Alpha? I don't want people in our national team that do not understand what it means to be Nigerian in that way. People are here for vibes. I see it already. Because all of us, they monetize all these vibes. So when I see that when you're supposed to be doing, I don't want my doctor to be doing selfie before he tears my belly open and get the fibroid out. You get what I mean? Just get the fibroid out and you can snap the pictures. I want to see post-after effect. But when you've not done it, don't come at me and say stuff. I want to commend our girls too, because especially the old timers, I can't be this long doing something very consistently, taking all the, grime and everything, and I'm fine. But moving forward, in my opinion, get the foreigners out. Yes, if you want to get people into the national team, get people back again to where we started from. Let them start from local game, local players. When don't travel, go abroad finally. Because you see, the blend of African football, you always play local and you play international. On the local level, Shukurat is the best defender in Roma, in Syria. And why? Because she don't understand how to play local, and she don't learn and continue to learn how to play technical ball so much that she's going to be playing Champions League. But she came from Robo just less than 3 years ago. So I want those kind of players that are already blended, because that's where the new football is. Tenwa, all of them, they style local. Don't do that. I don't speak.
The grace of our Lord.
I don't do that. Make us land. So as I finish this submission, we have our job on our hands, all of us. It's not just the coach, it's not just the media, also the players. Let us put our best foot forward. I believe that we will get to Brazil. I know I'll be in Brazil. We will be in Brazil. It is nicer when the party has Nigeria inside. So let's get the job done. We can do it. If England is coming through the back door like us,
can also use the back door.
We can also use the back door.
England might come to the back door.
Baba, you think say Sarina wide man?
We'll go use window door if it's possible.
If he be say we serious, I believe that the Super Falcons have the best opportunity to win this World Cup now, because when you calm down a Nigerian woman, especially the Super Falcons, that's when they do their best work.
Yeah.
So the only way is up. So let's get up.
Boko.
My people, catch us, follow us, and we'll drop on their handles.
Subscribe.
My people, I got the look here since wrong move. My people, catch the show, subscribe. We're putting everybody's handles. Please, if you get job, give all of us, because we dey find way to gather this money. We'll pay our
No, me that one. How want to take the entire flight to go back?
We'll get you another. Hopefully, we'll get to give our final submissions on the fantastic tournament that, even if they're not be publicized, this is the best football year. Did I tell you that we have over 80 goals already? We are moving to 100. Do you think we can get to 100? Anyone?
Yes.
Answer.
Razor.
I hope so. I hope
Score
so.
7 against South Africa.
And on that note, my people, look,